Hey up, on another hike today, and today I am starting from Cringle, a place called Cringle Reservoir. This is actually one of my favourite walks, and I'm only doing it again because I keep on getting lost. So I'm heading up there right to the top where it's all foggy. That's South Barrule basically. And I'm going up through the trees here. So I'm going to go up through there's like a mountain bike track that goes up to what you call the round table. It's a crossroads right up at the top, and then you can literally then follow the hill all the way to the top. But there's no other path down off the back. I've just been chatting to somebody as well in the car park to see if they know of one, and there really isn't. But I'm determined to try and find a path, and if I can, I've got my Relive app going, so if I do find the path, I can tell other people about it, but it's a nightmare. You end up going through bogs and heather, and then you just try and find a tree line, and then when you're even into the forest, it's just a nightmare. There's no paths. You just follow your nose, basically. So that's today's plan, is do a big old loop up South Barrule. So here we go. So in that what I just showed you then is we're in Cringle Plantation basically. It's got a really eerie feel to it. Can't explain it. It sort of gives you a bit of shivers in here. It's a friendly place to come, you know. It's just so quiet. I think it's because the trees are so tall and it keeps the wind out of the trees and the weather. So it always seems really quiet. It's either that or I'm just used to being out in the open. On the Isle of Man, I tend to be on beaches and the ocean. But there's a place, right? This is one thing that really gets me. Look at the trees here; they're all really quite uniform and structured, if you know what I mean. Because it is a plantation; they've been planted. But then you cross over this bit here; it's literally a path. And then look at it. You might not be able to pick it up on the camera, but all the trees are full of lichen. It's bizarre. It's just everywhere is completely green. It's got this, it's just full of moss and lichen. It's bizarre. Completely different feel to that place that I've just walked through. Can you see? Yeah, it's bizarre. Just this part of the woods. I think I've watched too many movies like Blair Witch and all that sort of stuff, because it definitely feels like it's been, I don't know, can't explain it. It's only in this bit, literally just in this bit. Oh well. Let's keep going, got a long way to go yet. Bit of a leg burner going through here as well. It's one of them places you can't really get lost. There's a river, I don't know if you can see it. There's a river that runs through the bottom there. And I'm taking this path here, but there's all sorts of little paths you can take, and this is like the mountain bike track. But it's a lovely place. But it's got some elevation to it. It's like stair climbing in places, but absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Ooh, slippy on the roots. Now, I'm tempted to take this track up here by the side of the river. I think if I go this way, it's going to take me off towards South Barrule more. I want to be on the crossroads up at the top here, which I'll show you in a minute. You know, this proves that camping in the woods isn't really a good thing, is it? You can see why people don't want to do it. I think these have been brought down in the snow. But anyway, we'll carry on. Top of another hill of doom. That was a bit of a leg burner. I don't know if you can see right over there. That's where I was doing the last bit of the video. I walked up here. I know where I am now. There's a quarry just over there that I'm familiar with. I love getting lost in a place like this. You know, it's not like you're getting lost. It's more it's a place you've never been before, so you don't really know where you're going. But it feels like you're getting lost. Love it. So that's me. I'm done with Cringle Plantation for a little while. I'm literally just coming up to the what they call the round table. It's just before the climb up South Barrule. Yeah, I'll show you now. So I'm going up there to the top at Phil. I think a few people have gone up that way. Let's go see. Probably be a bit windy here, well, drafty anyway. Started my climb anyway. Just having a look around before I got up into the fog. Here, I'll show you. I'll do a bit of a tour. So over there, I'll move my finger out way so it focuses. That peninsula, that's Langness, so it's Derby Haven, Langness, where Jeremy Clarkson used to live. And then following on, you have Castletown. Then you have a place called Scarlet Point, and then it disappears round. But around the corner there is Port St Mary, and then it goes on towards Port Heron. You can't really see Brad ahead from here, it's over the other side where I was and Spanish Head was walking yesterday. I always forget the name of that hill, I have to apologise. And then this is looking over towards like Niarble, Dalby area down that way. But you can see more from up top. Let's go. I'll try and keep the wind off the microphone. I don't even feel like I've gone that far, but I'm starting to get into the cloud now. I'll just have another seat around. So now you can see right over there in the distance, so the little outcrops over there, or say little, the one on the right hand side is the Calf of Man, and then you've got the hill just towards the left that I walked around yesterday. That's the southern peninsula, if you will. I keep on saying this as well, most southern, actually the most southerly is actually Loch Ness over there, but everyone calls this down south, so it's down south. But yeah, looking across, you can see I'm just on the edge of the Clyde bank now. But you can see my car, where it came from. And I walked up through them woods there and onto this path. Let's get to the top. So I'm up higher again. I'll tell you what, South Barrule is one of them places. You get to this bit of a rocky outcrop here, you think you're at the top, and you're not. It just keeps on going. But you can't really see the top until you're near it. But, so, I've been caging this pit out for a wild camp. There's a couple of rocks, but you can definitely get your pegs in there. So this is why I'm going to bring my tent here. You got a little ready supply of water as well. It's got to be fresh, that, hasn't it? It's got to be. I don't know. Yeah, we're up high now. We're up high. Beautiful place. Yeah, definitely going to come back here when there's a bit of a southerly breeze. It's northerly at the moment, but this will be really sheltered. Let's have another look. That would be really sheltered by that rock with a southerly breeze. Yeah, I'm going to come back here in the summer, camp out, do an overnighter. We made it. We made it. We're at the top. Let's have a look around, eh? So we've got Peel over there. Going round over to St John's. And then over there you've got Douglas, Santon, working our way around to Derby Haven, Langness, Castertown, St Mary, Bradder Head, can't remember, I'm back to Dalby. Just come off the summit a little bit here because there's a little spot to have a little bit of a break, full of sheep poop. But I'm going to perch my bum. Oh yes, there we go. Not sitting too close to the ground. It's full of sheep poop, and obviously if the sheep had been here it'd be full of ticks as well, wouldn't it? So, speak of the devils. Let's see if I can keep you out with the wind a little bit, because I've got a story. So everybody from the Isle of Man will already know this, but from most of the hills on the Isle of Man, they say that you can see the 7 kingdoms. And the 7 kingdoms are the Kingdom of Heaven. Then you've got England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. That's 5. Then you've got the Kingdom of the Ocean. That's 6. Hang on, I've lost the story here. Which is the 7th? You got Heaven. Oh, and the Isle of Man. Kingdom of the Isle of Man. So let's do that again, a bit more professional. So you got 7 kingdoms. You got Heaven. You got England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Kingdom of the Ocean, and the Kingdom of the Isle of Man, which is Isle of Man. And where I'm at the moment, South Barrule, was the throne of Manannan, so they say, if I'm right. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, it was said to be that the South Barrule Hill was the throne of Manannan. This is where he used to sit and admire his 7 kingdoms. But yeah, it really is gorgeous up here. Great views. If I can keep you out of the wind a little bit longer. The other story is that the top of South Barrule, where we are now, if you walk around it, so like a maybe 200 yards in circumference, if you will, it's very rocky, like this sort of rocks, you know, boulders and stuff like that. And it was a fort, so the top of the hill was fortified. There was like a big like wall, a big stone wall, and then in the stone wall there would be a load of houses. That's as far as my history lesson goes, because I can't remember who it was that was in, why it was here. But if you double back on the video, there was at the point over there, there's one of them little things that you can scan, and it'll tell you the history about it, or just Google it. But yeah, it was a massive big fortification with all little huts, you know, like the grass roofed huts and stuff like that, little roundhouses, sorry. So yeah, nice little place. But I'm just having a brew and a banana, and then I'm going to try my best to try and find a path off the back of this hill, because I want to do a loop, because see the reservoir over there, that's where my car is. So I came up all through this forest, up the hill, and to where I am now. And the most logic thing to do is go back exactly the same way, because it's a path. I just don't tend to work like that. So many times I've gone off the side of here, ended up going through bogs and everything to try and get to a tree line over there, just trying to find and I've regretted it all the time, every single time. And then when you get to the tree line, it's an awful place to try and get through if you've not got a path. Trying to find your way through pine trees that are close together, it's a nightmare. You can't see, you just got to follow your nose, basically. So yeah, this is my mission today, is to find the way down. Ooh, I'm not going to lie, it's gone cold. I was in a nice little sun trap a minute ago. I've had to put my woolly hat on. So yeah, now this is where I always go wrong. I normally try and follow the loop where I want to go, and I'm going completely opposite direction to where my car is but it's the only path that you can see. Where is it? There, look. So there's a definite path to the ones I normally follow. So I'm hoping it curls round the back and goes towards South Barrule, and then I can walk back on the fire tracks. I'm determined to try and find a loop. Let's go. So this is where I definitely start to get lost. This is again a new place for me. I've come down from the summit up there, and I've been following a definite path. That is a definite path. Here, it just stops again. It literally stops. It goes a bit rocky there, and I can just about, I don't know if that's a path or not, but it's the only feasible way. But it sort of looks like it doubles back again. There's the quarry is over there behind them sheep. There's a quarry there, and I know the quarry, that's at the top of South Barrule, but I know that's like a mile of just heather that you've got to trudge through, and there could be holes in it or anything, and little bogs and stuff. I definitely want to find a path. This is what's really annoying me. So I'm going to follow this. But I've got a feeling that this is one of them paths that everybody else has got to this point and gone, there's no path here, let's go this way. So I'm sort of going to make exactly the same mistake as everybody. But I've got to do it because I'm just not trudging through heather for an hour, 40 minutes. But anyway, it's part of the fun, isn't it? It's a journey. Let's go this way. But like I say, I'm doing a right angle here because I've come down there, and then I'm going to go off to the side, which is a bit disappointing. But anyway, let's go. Yeah, I've done it again. Totally lost the path. So I had a quick look at my Relive app that's running, and I am heading towards a path. I can see it. Basically that quarry that I was pointing to. Lost the path completely. So yeah, let's have a see. So this is what I'm walking through. Very wet under the foot, and that's the quarry there that I'm heading to. Let's go. Look at these little fairy fellas. And we'll leave them there undisturbed. I believe they're hawk moths. You know, like the elephant, the hawk moth. We're getting close to the quarry. Lovely views. You can see Snowfell in the background there. So Snowfell's our highest mountain on the Isle of Man. Or highest point. Is it a mountain? I'm not sure. Is it high enough for a mountain? I can't remember now. 2,500 feet, something like that. Well, well, this is turning out to be a pain in the ass. I'm just near the quarry now. I've just come across this wall. Now that was just a pain in the ass. Again, I lost the track. There's no footpath off of the back of South Barrule to get down this way anyway. You've just got to go up and go down the same way. I've tried it so many times, and I've just literally just been trudging through the heather for about 40 minutes. This is just a nightmare. It just sucks your energy and your will to live. But anyway, I'm just going to follow the wall now to the quarry and then see if there's a place where I can jump over. I can see, I don't know if you can just see there's like the mountain bike tracks are there, and me and my daughter actually, shout out to Phoebe, by the way. Phoebe's not with me today. She's normally my little adventure buddy. but she's training for gymnastics. She's got a competition next weekend, so she's spending all this weekend in the gym. She just forgets about her dad. She wants to do gymnastics. Otherwise, we'd have probably been on the mountain bikes today in South Barrule, doing a few laps and get a hot chocolate at the cafe. But anyway, so I'm hiking. Let's go. It's actually quite nice here. There does look like there's a bit of a path, but anyway, it's not really a path. I don't recommend anyone to drop down off of the other side of South Barrule. Just go up and down the same way. I'd have probably been in South Barrule down there by now if I had just gone back to the path and hiked around. But I just wanted to find a loop, and there's no loop. There is no loop. Just don't even bother. So just hopped over the wall here because it's really low, just by that little stream, and I can barely see a track through there, barely, but I'm going to go that way anyway, because I think just maybe 50 yards or so there's probably going to be a fire track to get on. Let's go see anyway. Right, so this is how it goes for me. About follow that wall there, just where it disappears behind the trees. That's where I climbed over the wall. It looks like some other people have done exactly the same. And then I got to a point in the wall here where you can tell the path, there's a little tiny path. Everyone's done exactly the same as me. Climbed over the wall. Now if I'd have gone just another 50 yards up, there's a sty there and there's a path here. How do you join the two up? I'm going to have to do this one day from here and walk this path here over that sty and then try and find where the path goes to. So I'm not going to give up on it just yet. But anyway, just trudging through here. And again, I didn't even need to climb over that wall. It's gone there. No way. Oh well, makes it exciting anyway, doesn't it? Yeah, like a little billy goat jumping over everything that I don't need to. Anyway, on a positive note, I really wanted to see this quarry at South Barrule. I've never been to the quarry. So I'm on paths here and stuff. I'm gonna go up that one. Let's go see. Yeah, we're at the quarry. So I don't know if you can see, there's a massive big black raven there, stood on a rock looking at me. And I don't know if that's a good sign or not. But anyway, let's go this way. Let's go head towards the raven. I'm hoping he's showing me the direction I need to go in. How nice is this? I've always wanted to come and see this quarry. So this is up at the top of South Barrule Plantation. I've seen it a few times when we've gone past on the mountain bikes, and it always looks quite interesting. Thought that was a lake or something then, but it's not. It's just a muddy patch. But it's lovely. Obviously they're man-made cliff faces, aren't they? It's crying out for a little adventure school or something here, isn't it? Like hiking and abseiling and stuff like that, but I would imagine it'd be not the safest place. I'm going up a hill here. Let's have a look what's at the top. Oh, rather nice. Oh, I've just seen something up here that I want to go and look at. Nice river. Wonder what that was. Looks like it used to be a kiln or something. Go and have a look. Go and have a look. Oh, looks like it's ready to fall down. Well, don't know what it is. You can't really get inside it as such. You could probably squeeze in, but it's tiny gaps. Oh, here. Oh, you can get in here, look. Should we go in? I'm not sure. Ooh. Help! Oh, what does that remind you of? It's like the film The Ring, isn't it? Where she climbs out the top. Feel dizzy now. Oh, that was interesting. If anybody knows what that is, leave it in the comments. I haven't got a clue what it is. It looks like a kiln, but why would there be a kiln up here? It's just like a quarry, isn't it? I wonder if there's a... I don't know. I'm literally just wandering further and further away from my car here. I'm completely the opposite direction to where I need to be. Probably see it on the Relive app when I download it. I know where we are, like over there, and I need to get back over there really in a minute. I'm just going to look at the view because that's the track that me and Phoebe go on all the time with the mountain bike, so I know that that's the way home. But I just want to see the view at the end of here because it looks stunning. Let's see. Yeah, stand on this rock, let's have a look. I'm near enough in Foxtail here, but I know where I am now. I know where I am now. Oh yeah, let's go down there past all that timber. Let's go down that way. Sure, I'm just having a minute. I'm drinking the rest of my coffee. It was pointless carrying it home. Oh, there we go. Oh, the last bit. At least I got a full cup out of it. Never mind. Anyway, I don't think there's a proper way off the back of South Barrule. I think you've got to just go up from the round table, enjoy walking up there, come back down the same way, and then just stick to the fire tracks. I think it's not just that, it's dangerous as well. I mean, I'd gone too far to turn around at the point where I was coming down the back of it. And I know I was alright, I've got some really good boots on and my feet are dry and all that sort of stuff, but if I twisted my ankle or something like that, and say you don't get any phone signal, you've got to be really careful, haven't you? So I don't really recommend anybody coming down off the back of there. Just stick to a well-known path. I think that's best, really. Just plot your journey before you go. I mean, I did it. I was trying to explore. I was trying to find this elusive path that's really not there. So yeah, don't do that. Don't just stick to the paths. Don't follow my stupid example. But yeah, I thought I would have been a hero, and I thought I would have found a path down. Never mind. Well, I feel like I'm on the home stretch now. I pretty much know where I am now. Just a nice walk back to the car, really. Well, I'm about a third of the way around the loop I've made. But yeah, sort of coming away from what is South Barrule Plantation now. So that's what I've just been walking through. Onto what they call the whiskey run. So the whiskey run was like a smuggler's path back in the day. Obviously smuggled whiskey up there, didn't they, from the remote shorelines and stuff around the coast. So they probably pull up at Niarbol or something like that and load up some carts and stuff with whiskey and anything that they want to tax dodge. And so this was the road they would choose to get, say, to Douglas or something. Smuggle. Yeah, as you see, we've done a full lap of South Barrule there. That's better. Right. One thing that always confuses me, I mean, this thing doesn't have batteries, it's not connected up to electric or anything, but it always knows where I am every time. It's amazing. You are here, so how does it know? Could have been anywhere in that forest there. It just knows, it knows I'm there. It's weird. Anyway, carry on. Righto, so this is what I do all the time. I know for a fact that that's the best way to go. But then this intrigues me here. Let's go. Let's go. There's a bridge. It's going to be muddy, isn't it? I know for a fact it's going to be muddy. Muddy and sludgy. What are we saying? Yeah. I thought that was going to be really muddy then. I've just come around the first corner and I hit a jackpot. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. This is another fun fact for you. Basically, the Isle of Man is just on a massive big lump of white quartz. Geologically, I'm not going to try and explain it, but yeah, it's basically floating on a massive big raft of white quartz. And I'm here in the middle of the forest, and here I find some, and look, it's even got fool's gold in it. It's gonna the fool's gold's a bit what do you call it, weathered, but if you clean that up it'll shine like gold. And that's just randomly in the woods. Look, another piece there. Another piece there. Another piece there. You're in the middle of a forest, and it's full of white quartz. It's bizarre, really. I'm led to believe that white quartz has a lot of healing properties. Maybe that's why, for me, the Isle of Man has a really good feel to it, because it's just full of white quartz everywhere. You're stepping on it, and houses are probably built on it. And yeah, fun fact. This is a great little path. Oh, look at that. All the moss. Amazing. I love all this. Absolutely love all this. Look at that. See, again, it's my little detour has paid off. I sort of knew this path was here because you can see little when you're up on the gravel path up there that we normally go on, you can see little areas where people have jumped into the plantations on the bikes or something. But this is lovely. I love this, and I much prefer walking on soft pine needles than a gravelly track. So yeah, I'm loving this. That was a really good detour. I almost, as well, it's nice not seeing where you're going. I think especially when you're a little bit tired and your energy reserves are running a bit low, if you're on a massive big long track, it plays with your mind. You can quite quickly start to not enjoy the walk that you're on if you can see too far ahead. In certain circumstances, I'm only digressing, if you know what I mean. Procrastinating, is that what it's called? But yeah, so I don't know. For me, I like it when there's lots of corners to go around, so I can't really see where I'm going, and time just moves really quickly, and you can stomp a load of miles out as well. It just feels like there's new stuff to see all the time. Ooh. But then you've got to contend with stuff like this. So I'm hopping through the woods a little bit as well. Anyway, see you in a bit. So we got to a bit of a clearing. But we have a choice. I think I'm going to go down that way. I think that way is just going to take me out of the way. I'll just hope if I go down this route here, it doesn't take me back to the road or something, because I know there is a road there. Again, because me and my daughter, we go on that quite a lot. So I've got a feeling that might bring me back down to a little cart track that'll just fire me off onto the road, which is so. I'm going to take a gamble. Actually, I'm going to go high. I'm going to go high because I've common sense has just talked me out of that, hasn't it? Because I know for a fact that that's just, although it looks really nice down there, it really does. Yeah, let's take the high road. Let's go. How lovely is this? Just they call these fire tracks, and they're for two reasons. Obviously, you can get a 4x4 fire engine down here if there is a fire, but it's also a fire break as well. So if I don't know how it works, but they're basically there for maintaining the forest, but they do call them fire tracks. Lovely to walk on though, look at that, it's gorgeous that, isn't it? Absolute little gem. So glad I came off the path. So I abruptly came to the end of that fire track. Can you see there? It's just a load of brambles halfway, right across the track. So I just scrambled through them, but I can definitely see another grassy path continuing on here. So I'm taking a gamble, but that looks really nice through there. Look at that. It's like a... Oh yeah. How nice is that? It's beautiful, isn't it? Let's see. Which way now? I'm going to go down. This all makes sense now, although it was really nice coming through there. So that was the high road. I should have took the low road, because I've just come onto a much bigger path. So that would have been the low road I should have taken. Yeah, you can tell that it's so much more muddy this way. The pine needles need to drop a bit, don't they? Cover all the mud up. Yeah, what a nice little detour that was. Get through this mud. Let's go. Update, so that's the end of that path that I was following, and we're on. I'm sure I know this path now. I think this leads down to Cringle. This is the one that me and Phoebe come up quite a lot, so I know this path quite well. So I know I'm on the right run anyway. That one, oh shit. That was quite nice. That was lovely going through there for a plantation as well, because obviously plantations are man-made. It's obviously nature, isn't it, and trees, but it's man-made as it goes. So that was actually quite nice. To be fair, yeah, I know exactly where I am now. So this is the way out. See the gate at the bottom. That's the way out. So this is where it changes from South Barrule Plantation, I think, to Cringle. So this is the whiskey run now. I'm going to just drop down onto the whiskey run because I'm sure the whiskey run's in between Cringle and South Barrule. You can see the sea. Hang on. It's going to be such a long video, I do apologise. When I set off this morning I really didn't mean it to be this long, but if you're still here and you're still watching, well done. Yeah, it's bizarre now, coming away from the... I've just been walking in the woods for so long, and now it's back in the open air again. This is great. Okay, I stand corrected, and I should have known this actually. In between South Barrule and Cringle is Barrule Plantation. And it's done it again. How does it know I'm there? How does it know? How does it know I'm here? I could have been anywhere in that woods there, anywhere, and yet it knows I'm there. How? So this is the whiskey run, basically. This is the whiskey run. So we're just coming off the whiskey run now. I keep saying we, it's like you're along with me, isn't it? But anyway, I think I've just gone completely back crazy now. Yeah, this is a nice little path now that just meanders its way down to Cringle Reservoir, where I've parked my car. So I'm probably only like two mile off the car. I'm pretty glad as well, actually. I feel like I've walked enough today. So I have. Oh, South Barrule Summit's way in the distance now. That's all the forest I walked through on the way up. Coming back down to the lake now. Oh dear. I'm going to have a sit on this bench. My car's only just down there. I do like benches. Well, that's it, I'm afraid, for this hike. I'm going to sign off here because literally my car's over there in the car park. So that was around about 6 miles, and I've been at it for about 4 hours, I think. It's not too bad to say. I've done a big old hike as well up the hill. But really enjoyable, really scenic. If anybody wants to do that walk, really fantastic. But like I say, just double back on South Barrule and come back down to the track. But definitely go off road instead of just taking the whiskey run, the gravel track. Just come in on the trees a little bit and just find your way through them pathways, because they're beautiful. And I would imagine in the summer they're even better. But yeah, very enjoyable. And again, if you're still here I think this is going to be about an hour long video. And if you're still here, well done, and thank you for keeping me company. And let me know in the comments if you want me to do any more, because if not, I'll happily stop. But if you enjoy me doing them and you like watching them, then just let me know, and then I know whether to continue or not. See you later on the next one. Oh, my back.